Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another live stream. Okay, welcome, guys. Of course, today I want to talk about Bitcoin. Okay, and most importantly, I want to talk about Bitcoin's next price target because it will, in fact, be very huge. Okay, it's going to be very huge. So that's exactly what I want to talk about in tonight's stream. So quickly go down below right now, give it a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I really would appreciate that. And let's begin with the stream. So, right now, Bitcoin, okay, earlier this morning, we actually saw Bitcoin below, $27,000. Okay, it was actually just holding above 27K. Okay, and you guys can clearly see right now, Bitcoin is sort of, pretty much well above $27,000, which is great to see. Okay, it's currently at 27.1. And I feel like for the past few days, clearly, right, we are in fact in, the daily time frame, right, for each candle. And you guys can clearly see for the past few days, we have in fact been seeing Bitcoin hovering between $26,000 and $27,000. So pretty much, guys, for over a week, pretty much we have not seen much movements for Bitcoin, for the past, few days, for the past like almost 2 weeks now, right? Not much movements have in fact been happening for Bitcoin, but that is, okay, right? Because eventually Bitcoin will make some massive moves up to the upside. Okay, we just have to, really be patient here. Okay, so you guys can clearly see, right, Bitcoin is still not really moving. Same with Ethereum. Okay, the entire cryptocurrency market tonight is not really moving. Okay, we are in fact seeing some slight movements. Okay, then this morning, right, tonight we are in fact seeing some fair few altcoins having some slight pumps, which is great to see overall. The global crypto market cap has, moved up slightly. It's now currently at 1.14 trillion. This morning it was at like 1.13 trillion, so it's slightly going up. And overall, the market tonight it's up 1%. So that's great to see. You guys can see Ethereum. Okay, I actually talked about Ethereum, right? Finally, I made a video on Ethereum because it's been quite some time since I made a video specifically talking about Ethereum. It's been like a couple of months, so I decided, today that I will in fact make a video on Ethereum. So if you guys haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. I really highly suggest you guys to check out that video. Okay, but yeah, Ethereum is in fact, moving up to the upside. Okay, it's pumping 1.3% for the past 24 hours. You guys see XRP is pumping as well. Cardano a whopping 3% tonight. So Cardano is pumping as well, having a nice, leg up. So that's amazing to see for Cardano finally, right? Cardano has not really been moving, but it finally is. So that's great to see for Cardano. Solana having a slight pump, 1.2%, Litecoin 1.9%. Litecoin has in fact been pumping. You guys can see for the past week, 7 days, it's been up over 8%, 8.6%, almost 9%. So that's great to see for Litecoin. We know the halving is about to happen for Litecoin. So, be excited for that. Okay, be excited for that for all my Litecoin holders out there. Tron, okay, it's up over 2%. Avalanche 1.7%. Okay, Chainlink having a slight drop, but earlier this morning it was actually pumping. So yeah, pretty much, guys, overall the market is looking pretty good. Okay, you guys see Filecoin up 5.2%. Okay, a fair few altcoins are actually pumping. You check this altcoin now. I have no idea what this altcoin is. Lido, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's up 11%, right? So yeah, overall, the market is pretty much having a decent pump up. Nothing too crazy though, but we are in fact seeing some slight movements for altcoins. Okay, and it is in fact altcoin season, right? That's what a lot of people say. In the next upcoming weeks, few months, it's going to be altcoin season, where we see altcoins move. Okay, and we will in fact see Bitcoin not, move as much as altcoins. Okay, that's why we call it altcoin season, because altcoins will, majority of altcoins in the market will move a lot, right? And Bitcoin will just, not really move with it, right? But majority of the time, whatever Bitcoin is doing, the whole market, okay, will follow. Okay, so that's that. But everything's still holding up really well in my opinion. Okay, it really is. Bitcoin is still above $27,000. Now, in this video, guys, I want to talk about some exciting news, some pretty decent news, right? And this just came in now. So Bitcoin Magazine just posted this news that literally just came out literally like a few hours ago, right? That Google Cloud partners with Bitcoin Lightning Network, okay, service provider Voltage to expand its hosting and locations. So this is absolutely amazing, guys. This is some pretty bullish news for Bitcoin, okay, the Bitcoin Lightning Network, and all that, right? A partner with Google Cloud and whatnot. So this is some pretty, massive news, and this literally just came out a couple hours ago. Okay, now I want to show you guys a fair few charts in the stream. I actually showed you guys these charts earlier this morning, right, where I gave you guys an update on what's happening with Bitcoin. Okay, I love this chart. Okay, this chart really does indicate, okay, this pattern, okay, the next bullish, cipher pattern. That's what it's called. And by the way, this is, my first time ever hearing about this pattern, but it's a very, bullish pattern. It's called the bullish cipher pattern. Okay, so it starts from Z. I know you guys can't see that, right? But Z is right here. And you guys probably can't see that because my webcam is, in the way. I apologize for that. But it starts from Z all the way down here, and then it goes up to A, and then B, and then C, and then D. Okay, and then it's going to go up to these next targets. And there's 4 targets. The first target is 35.9K. The second target is 42.2K. The third target is 48.6K. And the fourth target is 57.6K. Right, so these are in fact the next few targets that we will potentially most likely see for Bitcoin reaching right in the next few months. Okay, 2023 and of course the year 2024, early of 2024. I've told you guys as many times that my next price targets for Bitcoin, okay, this year alone in 2023 is around 50K or even over 50K plus. Okay, I even drew it out. You guys know that, right? If you guys have in fact been watching my videos, then you guys would know that. So if we go to the weekly time frame right here, you guys can clearly see these lines right here that I pretty much targeted and indicated. Okay, I do believe this year alone in 2023, these are in fact going to be the next price targets. Okay, so we are in fact seeing Bitcoin at $27,000. And once Bitcoin breaks above this level right here, which is $30,000, I think this rally will in fact continue up to the upside, right? This rally that I'm talking about right here. Okay, a new pattern is obviously forming. We have already hit bottom. Okay, we all know that. So there's no way in hell we will in fact see Bitcoin, drop to like $20,000 or even lower than $20,000. It's just very unlikely to happen, especially during this time because of the next, halving event. It's literally right around the corner. Okay, it's less than 1 year from now. So there's just no way in hell we will in fact see Bitcoin drop back down to like below $20,000. Okay, that's not going to happen. It's pretty much all ups from here. Okay, we're going to see Bitcoin break above $30,000. And once that happens, okay, once that does in fact happen, we're going to see Bitcoin reach 32K and then 35K. It's maybe going to have some small corrections every now and then. It's going to consolidate and then it's going to slowly go back up to $40,000. And it's eventually just going to keep going up to $50,000. And I really do believe this is very realistic, okay, very realistic for Bitcoin to reach these price targets in the next few months, especially this year alone in 2023. Okay, I think that's very, very possible. But I love this chart, right? I really do. Okay, and like I said, this is like my first time ever hearing about this bullish cipher pattern. I've never heard of it, but I love it. You know what I mean? And it makes sense. It really does. So we will see, guys, where Bitcoin will be in the next few months. Okay, we will see. We're just going to be really patient here. I know Bitcoin has, obviously for the past few days, if you go back to the daily time frame, it hasn't been moving. You guys can clearly see that. It's been hovering between, 26K and 27K. Okay, I get that. But eventually, guys, Bitcoin will do something very, very soon. It could potentially dive back down to $25,000, which is this line right down here, potentially, or even lower, 24, 23, right? But I don't see it going back down to like 16K, which is all the way down this level right here. Its previous lows, and even $20,000 or lower. I don't think that's very, possible for Bitcoin, right? It could be, but it's just very unlikely to happen. Okay, it's all ups from here, guys. Okay, we'll in fact see Bitcoin pump. Obviously, it's going to have small corrections. It's going to consolidate. Okay, it's normal. Okay, Bitcoin's not always going to, shoot up. When it pumps, it's not always gonna, shoot up like crazy, right? Because we're not really at the next, bull market. We're not there yet, guys. Okay, we're not even like near its, previous all-time highs, right? So we just got to be really patient. But I'm telling you guys right now, in the next few weeks, maybe in the next few days, potentially, we got to see Bitcoin do something, right? It's going to do something crazy, okay? And I think it's going to, reach a crazy price target and a new all-time high for this year alone in 2023. I think that's very possible because we know Bitcoin's all-time high this year alone in 2023 is around $30,000. Went all the way up to around $31.1 thousand. And this was in April, the 14th of April, right? And ever since then, Bitcoin has pretty much dropped slightly, right? Having some small corrections every now and then. But we will see, okay? I reckon Bitcoin's going to easily, bounce back up to the upside. Now, another chart that I want to show you guys, it's a very simple chart. I love this chart, okay? It's very, very simple to understand, okay? And that's why I love this chart. And I actually showed you guys this chart, earlier this morning. So we know the halving is every 4 years, okay? Pretty much every 4 years. And we know once the halving happens for Bitcoin, that's where Bitcoin, we really see Bitcoin, tend to pump the most. That's where it really does pump the most, okay? And of course, reaches a new all-time high. Okay, it's going to go absolutely parabolic. That's where we see, parabolic movements, parabolic rally ups. Okay, so be excited for that because obviously the halving is going to happen next year in 2024, literally right around the corner, less than 1 year from now. So check this out, guys. Like I said, it's the same cycle. We see 1 bad year and 3 good years. Okay, so 2014 was in fact a bear market, right? In that entire year, 2014, it was just not a great year. Bitcoin was absolutely dropping. Then next year, 2015 was a good year. 2016 was a good year. And then 2017, we know what happened. It went absolutely parabolic. 2017, towards the end of the year 2017, we saw Bitcoin pump all the way up to 19K, creating and reaching a new all-time high. Okay, we all know that, right? So after that, we saw 2018 Bitcoin dumped. Okay, it dropped all the way back down to like $5,000. So it was at 19K and it dropped all the way down to $5,000. Okay, that was absolutely crazy. And a lot of people were in fact saying that Bitcoin was in fact dead. Bitcoin's a scam. It's going to go to $0, right? That's what people were in fact saying. And a lot of people have obviously, spooked out by it, right? Who wouldn't be, an asset dropping more than 50% from its previous all-time highs. Like, who wouldn't be scared, right? But imagine you just kept holding it. So 2018, that entire year was a bad year because we weren't, in fact, in a bear market. But then 2019, we saw Bitcoin sort of, climbing back up. And then in 2020, we saw it really climb back up, especially the end, towards the end of 2020, right? That's where Bitcoin really, reached back up to its previous all-time highs, which was 19K. It went to 20K, and then it went to like 22K, 24K, 26K, right? And then 30K, 36K, and then it just kept going up from there, right? 2021 was the next year after that. And then we know what happened in 2021, right? It was literally the best year for Bitcoin and crypto. That's because we were in fact officially in, the bull market, right? And of course, okay, that year, Bitcoin was the best performing asset that entire year, okay? And obviously in 2021, Bitcoin didn't just reach, one new all-time high, it reached 2 new all-time highs, okay? So right there, okay, was obviously a good year. And then we know what happened last year in 2022 was obviously a very, very bad year. Okay, we were in fact entering the next cycle, which was in fact the next, bear market. And of course, a lot of things around the crypto space, caused Bitcoin in the market to collapse, to drop. Right? For example, we saw Terra Luna collapsing. That was obviously a very, very bad month. And that was obviously in May, right? Who remembers when Terra Luna absolutely just collapsed? Okay, even its, stable coin, right? Terra USD, that absolutely collapsed, it lost its peg to the US dollar. So that collapsed, okay? And of course, Terra Luna, collapsed with it, okay? And then we saw other, crypto exchanges, pretty much going bankrupt, right? Like Voyager, Celsius, right? All these things. FTX was another big one, right? Towards the end of November, okay? And of course, that's when Bitcoin really dropped and we saw Bitcoin, drop all the way down to like just below 16K, which was in fact its low. Okay, and if you invested at that time, you would have been blessed for sure, because that was in fact its bottom. So you guys can clearly see this chart is very, very simple. We have one bad year and 3 good years. Okay, you guys can clearly see that, right? So the same cycle. This year in 2023, okay, where we are right now, we're gonna see a pretty decent year. We're gonna see, Bitcoin pump. Like I said, it's gonna go to at least, 30K, 40K, 50K, and plus over that. Okay, I think Bitcoin will easily reach over $50,000 towards the end of this year in 2023. We're going to see some, teaser pumps, and then to 2024, we're going to see Bitcoin reach back up to its previous all-time highs. Okay, and it's obviously going to reach a new all-time high. Okay, and I really do believe 100K Bitcoin is very possible for next year in 2024. Okay, so be excited for that. And then 2025, that's when we will really see, Bitcoin pump the most. Okay, so the next few years, 2023, 2024, 2025, is going to be a great year for Bitcoin and crypto. Okay, because that's when, guys, we will in fact be in pretty much the bull market. Okay, so be excited for that. Now, I want to talk about this. Okay, this pretty much shows you guys the number of addresses holding one Bitcoin. Okay, and it just keeps going up, right? Over the years, you guys can clearly see it just keeps going up no matter what, right? So a lot of people are in fact holding a entire Bitcoin in their addresses. Okay, so they are holding their Bitcoins, which is absolutely amazing to see. I feel like a lot of people should be doing this. And if you guys are in fact OG viewers on my YouTube channel, I've always been telling you guys, and I've been begging you guys to accumulate and hold at least one full Bitcoin, because potentially this one full Bitcoin will in the future, okay, if you hold it for a long period of time, right, will create some type of wealth for you. Okay, a lot of people are in fact saying Bitcoin's going to easily reach hundreds and thousands of dollars per Bitcoin in the future. People are going to say it's going to reach 300K in the next bull market, and people are going to say in 2028 it's going to reach 600K, right, 700K, 800K, 2030. It's going to reach $1 million, and of course in the year 2035, 2040, it's going to reach millions of dollars per Bitcoin. Right, you guys understand Bitcoin supply is very, very low. Okay, the supply is limited. There's only 21 million Bitcoins to ever be created, no more, no less. Okay, and of course, when the supply is low, the demand will in fact rise eventually. Okay, so eventually, yes, the Bitcoin price will rise no matter what. Not enough Bitcoins to go around to everyone around the world, not even all the millionaires. All right, there's estimated to be around 54 million people that are in fact millionaires. Not even all the millionaires can own a full Bitcoin. And it's just crazy to me that these addresses have in fact been rising, right? Addresses that hold one full Bitcoin. So if you guys are watching this video right now and you have accumulated and own one full Bitcoin, do not sell it. Okay, this is obviously not financial advice, but I want you guys, okay, to not sell this single Bitcoin. It's going to be more harder and harder and harder, guys, to own one full Bitcoin, because of course the price will eventually keep rising in the next few years. If people out there have the goal of accumulating and owning one full Bitcoin, it's going to be much harder because the price will in fact rise. Okay, so it's going to be harder and harder and harder to accumulate one Bitcoin, entire coin, right? So hold that Bitcoin, guys. If you hold that Bitcoin right now, just know if you even hold one Bitcoin, you are blessed and you are obviously in the 1%. Okay, you really are. So that's great to see that a lot of people nowadays over the years are in fact holding the Bitcoins, okay, the entire Bitcoin in addresses. So that's great to see. Now, I want to give you guys an update on this, the Bitcoin monthly returns. Not much to talk about on this, okay? It's obviously June. It's June 2nd as of from this video. Most likely, 1st of June for you guys. But you guys can clearly see we ended off May in the reds for the first time. Okay, January was obviously in the greens. We had a 40% return. February, not much movements, but we still ended off with the greens. March was a pretty decent one as well. Okay, 23% return. It was in fact in the greens as well. April, not much movements, but we did end it off in the greens as well, 2.8%. And then we ended off May, first time ever this year in 2023 in the reds, 6.9%, pretty much 7%. We're going to round it up to 7%. Right, but that's okay. That's literally nothing, right? if we see Bitcoin in a single month, down 7%, that's literally nothing. I've told you guys many times. So don't look back in 2022. April was down 17% alone. May, okay, was down over 15%. Look in June, 37%. And the reason why, guys, we are in fact seeing Bitcoin, drop this much because a lot of reasons. Like I said, Terra Luna crashing, Celsius crashing, right? All these type of things crashing, causing the markets to drop. Okay. So if you survived 2022, if you were in fact, diamond handing that entire year, you can literally survive anything, right? So what we're seeing right now for Bitcoin is literally nothing, obviously, right? It really isn't nothing. Okay. So yeah, June we're still down 0.27%. Okay, but this could change. We are still obviously early in June, so this could eventually change in the next few days, few weeks, and of course few months. It really depends how Bitcoin performs this month in June. But you guys can clearly see June is usually not a great month for Bitcoin. That's the truth. It really isn't, right? Obviously last year wasn't a great month. Okay, we were down 37%, and that was like the worst one out of the previous years in June. You guys can clearly see that this was literally the worst one ever. And then 2021 we were down for 5.9%, and then 2020 we were down 3.1%, right? So clearly, usually June is not a great month, but we will see, because we did in fact see some great months in June, right? Throughout different years. 2019 in June, we saw it, up 26%, 10% right here. 2016, we saw it up 27%. 2015, we saw it up 15%. So we will see, right? Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will end off June in the greens, but we will see, okay? I will obviously keep you guys updated on that. It just really depends how Bitcoin performs, right? It really does. Fidelity said 1 billion Bitcoin in 2038. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. 1 billion Bitcoin by 2038. 1 billion, like as in market cap? Because I don't think Bitcoin will reach, that price of $1 billion, obviously. So I think you're talking about market cap here by 2038. Interesting. But if we go to 15 minutes here, guys, Bitcoin is, it's breaking above $27,000. You guys can clearly see that. This is the 15-minute time frame. So each of these candles were in fact 15 minutes, and you guys can clearly see, earlier a few hours ago, we did in fact finally break above, back up to 27K. So we're gonna see it, right? Because Bitcoin could potentially, drop back down. But, in my opinion, it's still holding up really well. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream. Let me know your personal thoughts right now. Your next price targets for Bitcoin, okay? So there's a few questions here I'm gonna answer. Where do you stack ETH? Okay, so where do I stack my Ethereum? So I used to, stack my Ethereum, guys. Okay, because with Ethereum, you can stake it. Okay, and I was in fact, every single day I was in fact getting, some money by staking my Ethereum, and I was in fact, staking majority of my Ethereum. Okay, I really was. And then I stopped that because I realized I don't want to keep my crypto assets in exchanges, in crypto exchanges. So pretty much, guys, I took majority of my Bitcoin, I took majority of my Ethereum, and majority of my other investments that I've made in different other altcoins, and I moved them out of my crypto exchange, and I moved it into a hard wallet, right? Into a ledger, pretty much, to keep it safe. Because a ledger, guys, you guys understand, is one of the most safest ways to store your Bitcoin and your cryptocurrencies, right? Your crypto assets long term, because it's offline, right? So it's going to be harder for hackers and whatnot to, have access to it, pretty much. So pretty much I stack my Ethereum in, my hard wallet, right? So if I'm buying Ethereum through my crypto exchange, okay, right away, once I buy it, I'll pretty much send that Ethereum to my Ethereum address through my hard wallet, right? Simple, very simple. In fact, I might actually make a video tomorrow of me buying Ethereum. What's the price of Ethereum right now? 18, just under 19. So tomorrow I might actually go ahead and buy some Ethereum because it's been quite some time. Like it's been a couple of weeks, like 2 weeks since I bought some Ethereum. And the thing is, guys, when I've been investing into Ethereum, I don't really buy that much. You know, my main focus is obviously Bitcoin. I've been stacking a whole bunch of Bitcoin. That's why I'm being honest with you guys, right? But you know, I remember a couple of months ago, I was stacking a whole bunch of Ethereum, right? Like for 3 months time period, I was literally just focusing on buying a whole bunch of Ethereum. And I'm glad I did because I hold a whole bunch of Ethereum right now. Okay. And I'm just holding my investments right now. I'm not selling any of them. Yes, in the next bull market in 2025, I will sell some. Okay. You always got to take some profits, but majority of them I'm holding. Okay. For long term because I know it can rise. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens tomorrow. I will make a video investing on Ethereum. Okay, I am really bullish on Ethereum and I kind of stopped, like I said, buying Ethereum. So I really want to, start getting back into that. But we will see. How much is Ethereum in AUD? Because I live in Australia, guys, by the way. 2.8? Oh my. Oh my. I remember buying Ethereum like back in June, okay, when everything was crashing, right? Just last year, June. I remember buying one Ethereum for like $1,500. It's more than doubled ever since, okay? And that's crazy because Ethereum is obviously nowhere near its previous all-time highs. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Look at that, guys. It's nowhere near its previous all-time highs. Like, I remember I bought Ethereum like right around here. Like right here, 1,500 back in June, literally. Look at that. And then it shot up all the way back up to 2.8. That's crazy. And yes, guys, I do in fact live in Australia. That's why I'm looking at AUD currencies, okay? But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. More streams, will in fact be coming your way, okay? I don't know if you guys noticed, but yes, every single day I have in fact been going live, okay? I have in fact been streaming at the same time as well. So I'm gonna keep this up, okay? Every single day I will in fact be going stream. I will in fact, stream for you guys once a day, and I'll upload a whole bunch of videos for you guys, every single day as well. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoy this stream. Hope you guys are safe out there, okay? And hold on, right? Just hold on, okay? Do not panic in this market. This market is obviously really volatile, but if you just keep stacking, okay, and of course, if you keep dollar cost averaging, we will eventually get there, right, to the next bull market. It's literally right around the corner. So just hold on, guys. Do not panic. Do not be spooked out by anything, okay? There's a lot of FUD out there. Try to, spook you out and panic sell, your crypto, your assets. So please don't do that. Just hodl, ignore the noise, okay, all the FUD. Trust me, and you'll be fine. But yeah, guys, I'm ending it here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I really would appreciate that. And I catch you guys all in tomorrow's video. Have a good one, guys.